Following a month-long hiatus from social media, Jessica Seewald has returned with fresh posts. Due to her hectic schedule as a mother of 5 children, the 32-year-old has been active on and off social media. But she always remembers to discuss important family occasions like gender reveals, marriages, and pregnancy announcements. However, Jessa's most recent video, which included her adult daughters, attracted a lot of attention. To see the video, continue reading. Jessa recently provided an update on the significant remodeling she completed for her husband's workplace. She made use of the bookshelves and created a cozier space in her husband's workspace. Recently, the former cast member of Counting On used social media to promote an illustrated children's Bible that the children like. Additionally, Jessa posted late Christmas pictures early in January. She provided her children with high-end toys, particularly Lego kits. When Fern and Ivy dressed up as Mary and a shepherd, many were equally amazed. Recently, Jessa Duggars Seewald posted a video of her kids Ivy and Fern eating a dish of cheese on Instagram. The former cast member of Counting On is very devoted to one another. "There's nothing better than sharing a bowl of queso with your best friend," she said as the caption. The twins' footage left many admirers speechless. They resemble little Jessa and Jinger, according to other people. Jinger and Jessa in miniature. Jessa's little mini. So charming. They have quite similar appearances and are really lovely. Jessica, they have your eyes. What a priceless bond. Ivy Jane has shown me hints of Joy for the first time. There are times in this video when she looks a lot like Joy to me. Wow, that's too adorable. Do they get along this nicely all the time? What lovely girls. Ivy is becoming a very sophisticated young woman. They've grown so large. Cute. It has been suggested that Jessa Duggars Seewald could be expecting her 6th child, which might account for her strange disappearance. The former cast member of Counting On has also posted dubious pictures of herself with one of her children, apparently hiding her stomach. Jessa then disclosed that she was not pregnant, and that some of the baby bump pictures she posted were really the result of overindulging in ice cream. For many years, Counting On viewers have adored Jessa Duggars Seewald. Jessa, one of the most talkative Duggars siblings, has long been renowned for giving peeks into her life as a housewife, mother, and mother. She often shares updates on her expanding family, but a recent video of her girls caught viewers off guard and left them in awe of how mature they have become. Recently, Jessa posted a sweet video of her kids Ivy, Jane, and Fern playing and speaking together on social media. Although she often posts informal videos of her children, people were taken aback by this specific film. It was not simply their cute exchanges, it was also how much the girls had matured and how well-spoken they were. Ivy, who is now 4 years old, is seen in the video speaking boldly to her younger sister Fern, who is 2. Longtime Duggar fans were astounded by the sisters' communication, sharing of toys, and even little displays of maturity and concern for one another. One admirer said, "Ivy speaks so well for her age. She already seems so independent and has such a strong personality." This new video furthered the impression that Jessa is a hands-on, practical mom, something she has often been commended for. In contrast to Jessa's and her siblings' very rigid upbringing, she seems to have taken a more laid-back and contemporary approach to parenting. Numerous admirers remarked on how at ease and outspoken her daughters were, illustrating a setting that promotes candid communication. Some observers likened Ivy and Fern's self-assurance to Jessa's upbringing. One reader said, "It's clear that Jessa is approaching things a bit differently than Jim, Bob, and Michelle did. It's encouraging to see her children growing up in a more expressive home." What makes Jessa's method different from conventional Duggar parenting? Growing up in the Duggar home means following rigid guidelines for speech, clothing, and conduct. The Duggar children were homeschooled, often using a planned curriculum that placed a significant focus on religious teachings, and they were brought up with a strong emphasis on obedience and humility. But with her own kids, Jessa has adopted a somewhat different strategy. She helps children become more independent, promotes unstructured play, and gives kids more freedom to express themselves. Supporters have observed that Jessa's kids, particularly Ivy, speak with a confidence and clarity that wasn't always common in the earlier Duggar age. Following their 2014 marriage, Jessa and Ben Seewald have welcomed 4 children together. The nature of their marriage seems to be quite different from that of Michelle Duggar and Jim Bob Duggar, Jessa's parents. Ben is likewise quite devout, but he approaches religion and parenting in a more scholarly and deliberate manner. Their parenting approach, which strikes a balance between rigidity and support for individual expression, is probably informed by his interest in education and religion. In contrast to some of the other Duggar marriages, where conventional gender norms are more strictly enforced, fans have often noted that Jessa and Ben's relationship seems more equal. This change in parenting is probably a result of their changing viewpoints and desire to help their kids become more independent. Fans have been interested in Jessa's transformation from a youthful reality TV star to a devoted mother of 4, making her one of the most followed Duggar siblings. Fans have, however, turned to social media updates to stay up to speed with the Seewalds after Counting On stopped broadcasting. Responses to Jessa's most recent video demonstrate how much her fans valued these inside looks into her life. One reader said, "I love how natural Jessa's parenting feels. She teaches her children responsibility while letting them be kids." Another said, "They're growing so quickly. Ivy is basically ruling the household today, yet I can still remember her as a baby." Jessa continues to follow many Duggar customs, but she raises her kids more flexibly than she was reared. She still prioritizes homeschooling, dresses modestly, and instills Christian values in her family. Her few departures from the very rigid Duggar norms, however, point to a change in the way the next generation is being brought up. Fans of Counting On like Jessa because of her ability to strike a balance between upholding Duggar ideals and allowing for a more free and outspoken upbringing. Jessa appears to be finding a balance between her lineage and personal development, in contrast to her sister Jinger, who has openly disassociated herself from the Duggar customs. It will be fascinating to see how Jessa's parenting changes as her kids become older. The Seewald home is undergoing significant transition as Ivy is now mature enough to assume a more active role as an older sister, and Fern is rapidly catching up. Fans are excited to see whether Jessa will keep recording these moments and if she would provide further details about her parenting and homeschooling beliefs. People clearly like seeing this new generation of Duggars grow up in a little different setting than their parents, as seen by the popularity of her most recent video. Fans were shocked and thrilled by Jessa Duggar Seewald's latest video of her kids, Ivy and Fern, which demonstrated how mature and well-spoken the girls had become. Discussions about Jessa's parenting approach, her harmony between tradition and modernity, and the changing relationships within the Duggar family were spurred by the video. Fans will surely continue to follow as Jessa raises her kids in a style that combines Duggar principles with more candid and expressive parenting. Curious to see how the next generation of Duggars develops and thrives.